The Grammys are coming. Live CBS Sunday, February 2nd, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Some snow showers at times tonight into Saturday, and that trend will continue into Saturday night. We'll have more weather details coming up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we hear how the Gwynn community is coming together to help the families of victims involved in a deadly crash. Plus, our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon breaks down this past week on Capitol Hill. And we'll hear how a new Michigan law is impacting egg prices in the state. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Light snow for Saturday, not amounting to much, as you can see by the end of the day. Barely a coating in Marquette. Some even the lake effect areas along the western shores of Lake Superior getting up to an inch, and maybe up to 3 all said and done by Sunday morning out toward Lawns, maybe a couple of inches. But Marquette, we're going to keep you at less than an inch. Out toward McMillan, about 1 to 2. Colder hit on Sunday with partly sunny skies, and we go up and down here. Mid-30s Monday, mid-teens Wednesday, near 30 by Friday. Kevin, back to you.
Tom, thank you very much. Michigan State Police have announced the arrest of an Iron River man for terroristic threats. According to the report, the unnamed suspect, a 40-year-old man, had been making threats online against residents, including children, in Iron County. It was only a few hours after the investigation began when police were able to find him and take him into custody. He's charged with false report or threat of terrorism. His name will be withheld until his arraignment. And new details tonight, a two-car head-on collision that claimed the lives of 2 men and injured 3 freshmen at Gwynn High School remains under investigation. But as our John Truitt reports, the outpouring of love and support has been incredible.
Last Friday, a casual getaway among friends turned into a horrible tragedy when a car driven by 21-year-old Luke Kostriva of Negaunee collided head-on with a car driven by 37-year-old Gwynn resident and firefighter Jacob Harrelson. Injured in the crash were Tony Krebs, Adam Johnson, and Trevor Koenig, all freshmen at Gwynn High School. Assistant Principal Roy Soyring knew the 3 boys and says the outpouring of support from the community is amazing.
The amount of teamwork in trying times that this community rallies around is unbelievable.
Soyring pointed to all the fundraising efforts that materialized almost at once when word of the crash came out.
So quickly, people step up and offer their help and want to give their help. So you want to provide opportunities like that for people. It's positive human nature.
He was very happy to announce that as of yesterday, all 3 boys were home from the hospital. Soyring, speaking on behalf of all the families involved, wishes to thank everyone.
They wanted to make sure that if and when I had the chance to speak on their behalf to everybody, anybody, they wanted to pass along such a heartfelt thank you, because instantly they were being given offers of help.
There are several GoFundMe pages set up to assist the families. For information on how you, our website, WZMQ19.com. In Gwynn, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
There were certainly a lot of changes this week in our nation's capital. President Donald Trump was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States, and with a new administration comes new policies and priorities. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon breaks down key takeaways from this week in Washington.
President Trump hit the ground running this week, signing a slew of executive orders as his administration begins to take shape after his first week in office.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
On Monday, the 47th President of the United States, Donald Trump, sworn into office.
I will very simply put America first.
Thousands of Trump supporters lined up early Monday morning for a chance to see the president inside the Capital One Arena following the inauguration.
I'm very happy and very excited.
Ecstatic.
It's just good to be with family to witness such a great event.
Oh my God, this is like history.
President Trump wasting no time after being sworn in, signing a slew of executive orders, many aimed at reversing Biden-era policies, as well as boosting the economy and cracking down on the southern borders.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted.
Among the many executive orders, one delays the enforcement of a federal TikTok ban for 75 days.
You wanted to block TikTok. Why did you change your mind?
Because I got to use it.
This week, the president also facing backlash after pardoning 1,500 individuals charged for their participation in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
What happened to backing the blue?
Thursday, Trump's pick to lead the Department of Defense, Pete Hegseth, cleared a big procedural hurdle in the Senate, allowing his nomination to move forward despite new allegations about his personal conduct from his former sister-in-law. Two Republican senators, Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins, did not support Hegseth in that procedural vote.
I was very surprised that Collins and Murkowski would do that. Pete's a very, very good man. I hope he makes it.
The House is out of session next week as many House Republicans will be heading to Florida to meet with President Trump. The Senate will be in session determining the fate of several Trump cabinet picks. That's a look at this week in Washington. I'm Brendan Scanlon. Back to you.
And earlier tonight, Pete Hegseth was confirmed to be Trump's next defense secretary. This year, a law requiring Michigan retailers to sell cage-free eggs took effect. Consumers have had questions about whether they're the ones who will see the impacts at the checkouts. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development on how the changes will be seen by retailers, farmers, and customers.
Eggs sold in the state of Michigan will now have to be from farms with cage-free housing systems. The law took effect last month, but was first passed in 2009.
The producers that we've spoken with and our members have shared that they have felt very prepared for the law taking effect.
The original timeline put the start date in 2019, but was delayed multiple times through the pandemic. The director of Michigan's Department of Agriculture and Rural Development says they're the ones who handle the retailer side of things to ensure a smooth transition.
A lot of these effects of cage-free eggs have been built into the supply chain for a long, long time now.
Consumers are worried about what the standard could mean for egg prices in the long run. But the Michigan Retail Association says only farms with more than 3,000 egg-laying hens are impacted, and they've had over a decade to prepare.
There always has been a slight price difference there, but the increases that consumers are feeling right now is much more driven due to the bird flu concerns.
Commercial poultry farms have been dealing with an outbreak of highly pathogenic avian influenza, HPAI, or bird flu since 2022, causing lower numbers of egg-laying hens across the country. MDARD has reported 6 farms with cases in Michigan in the past few weeks, but nationwide there have been over 90 since November.
We're continuing to work closely with affected poultry farms here in Michigan of dealing with the disease, repopulating them, and ensuring some continuity of business operations.
Boring says any high price tags at the grocery store probably have more to do with the spike in cases and not Michigan's free-range standard. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Much of the U.S. is trying to stay warm due to the bitter cold conditions. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says this is the time of year when we see the most deaths from carbon monoxide poisoning. Bradley Blackburn has more now on how to keep your family safe.
Many parts of the United States are dealing with freezing temperatures and wintry conditions, which can lead to power outages and other problems when trying to stay warm. In Houston, leaders are warning about the risks of carbon monoxide poisoning from heaters, fireplaces, and generators.
We did have an incident today that involved 2 children. Fortunately, our fire department did an amazing job in taking them to a local hospital for precautionary measures, and the prognosis is good.
Every year in the U.S., about 100 people die from CO poisoning from portable generators, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission.
Carbon monoxide is an invisible killer. You cannot see it, you cannot smell it, and it can literally incapacitate you in moments and kill you.
That's why prevention is critical. Number 1, make sure you have carbon monoxide alarms. Install one on every level of your home and outside sleeping areas. Check the batteries regularly.
Number 2, get a professional inspection of your furnace and your other fuel burning appliances every year. And 3, never use a portable generator inside your home. That's where we see the most number of deaths related to carbon monoxide.
While everyone is at risk, the CDC says infants, older adults, and people with heart disease or breathing problems are more likely to get sick from carbon monoxide. So know the symptoms, which include headache, dizziness, weakness, nausea, vomiting, sleepiness, and confusion. If you suspect CO poisoning, get out of the house to fresh air right away and then call 911.
Tom DeVecchio has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, with the Rapid River Relic Ride canceled this year, we'll hear what else organizers are putting on. And one business in Escanaba is expanding to include affordable groceries. We'll have the details on that and more when we come back.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Save big money on your bathroom upgrade, now at Menards. Transform your bathroom with our great selection of Lion showers, bathtubs, and surrounds. They're easy to install and keep clean. Get this Wave shower kit today for $649.99. Put the finishing touches on your bathroom with a new Moen faucet. Moen sets the standard for beauty and reliability. Get this matte black bathroom faucet for $109.99, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Zucchini.
What do you call this?
Zucchini.
Looks like a cooked pickle. How to raise children. Get out of here!
Sexual freedom.
What kind of a problem have they got?
It's sexual.
Shh.
Door cat.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie.
All in the Family, Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the headlines here. The weekend, not too bad. It's going to be milder for the most part, particularly for Saturday. We hopefully will break freezing here, and just a little bit of snow here and there. Some of you in Lake Effect country may get a little bit more, but not a lot. Temperatures, real roller coaster ride next week to round out the month of January, and what could be a nicer warm-up for the beginning of February. We'll be chatting more on that next week, I'm sure. But for now, we have a lot of ice here in Lake Erie. Lake Erie, the shallowest of the Great Lakes, so they have well over 80 to 85% ice cover here. But the rest of the Great Lakes are deeper, including here in Lake Superior, where the ice total ice cover less than probably 4% here, as far as we can tell. Just some of the inlets getting some ice there. Ice fishermen like that, of course. But as usual, Superior doesn't, being the deepest of the lakes, does not freeze very well, even in a cold winter. So we're expecting a little light snow for tonight, and then the balance of tonight into Saturday, a little light snow. Again, sliding from time to time through the day. Accumulations, though, will be light to very light. Little lake effect does kick in Saturday evening, so Eagle Harbor to Houghton could get some decent amounts here before into Saturday and Saturday night. By Sunday, the winds shift toward the southwest and things start to move out. So the snow outlook through Saturday, looking at a couple tenths of an inch maybe from Marquette, up to an inch out toward Houghton here and along the western shores of Lake Superior. While on the east side here, Sault Ste. Marie, you might get an inch or two, but most everyone else, again, not getting a lot of snow by the end of Saturday. Now, Saturday night, a couple of inches, 1 to 3 more, I think, from Lawns toward Houghton, but Marquette, maybe another ½ inch. Total accumulations by Sunday morning would be roughly 1 inch before the sun comes back out. Here's that southwesterly wind shifting northwest shifting northwest as we head on towards Sunday. Sunday morning, again, winds mainly out of the west, enough for a little lake effect off of the western shores of Lake Superior. So for tonight, little light snow here and there. Temperatures will actually rise a little bit or hold steady in the mid to upper teens. And then into tomorrow, we'll try to get to freezing here. Here in Marquette, maybe some sun between the clouds. Other snow showers. Snow could get steady late in the day from Lawns west into Houghton. And then Sunday, colder hit in the wake of that front. Good wind, but dry for Monday. And then down on Tuesday, Wednesday into the mid-teens. And then we're back up to near 30 by Friday. So a real roller coaster ride in those temps.
Tom, thanks once again. In Rapid River, an annual event for snowmobilers looks a bit different this year due to a lack of snow. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons shows us how it impacted the activities and what's still going on as planned.
On the Friday of the last full weekend in January, the air is usually filled with the sounds of snowmobiles gearing up for the Rapid River Relic Ride. But today was much quieter.
We tried to wait till the very last minute, hoping that we would get snow last night, but it didn't happen, so we had to cancel it last night. We need at least 6 inches of pack on the trail. If we don't, it's so rough. There's rocks, sticks, and gravel, and it's just too hard on them.
But not everything had to be canceled. Snowmobilers gathered for registration, lunch, and a bonfire.
You get a raffle ticket, and you got a chance to win prizes today at our Lions Club in Rapid River here.
There will be much more activity tomorrow at the Relic Riders Snowmobile Show and Swap on Main Street.
You can bring as many sleds as you want. It costs $5, whether you bring 1 or 50. There's going to be food all day long, hundreds of can raffles, sled raffle, a live auction, silent auction. It's a lot of fun.
And of course, vintage and antique snowmobiles.
You can expect to see old sleds from the 1950s all the way to now, but it'll be probably the 50s to the late 70s and 80s.
Even though the weekend isn't quite going as planned, the Relic Riders say nothing can keep them from getting together and enjoying their shared interest.
We're all older now, and we remember this stuff back when we were kids, and it's the nostalgia part of it and the camaraderie of it. They all have a different look to them. They all sound different. Today, if we would have had the snow, you could see everybody has their helmet off, and there isn't a person out there that isn't smiling. They're actually having a really good time, so that's what I miss about today.
Registration for the Snowmobile Show runs from 9 to noon. Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Rapid River.
An Escanaba business is revamping its inventory to make grocery shopping more affordable. Jen's Gems by Peach moved to its Ludington Street location in 2023, offering home goods, decor, and gifts. Tomorrow, the store will have a soft reopening as a discount variety outlet, now including liquidated non-perishable foods, cleaning products, and other household items. The owner says he wants to help customers stock their pantries as food costs continue to rise.
Funds are tight, especially, with the job market these days. Everybody's looking to save a quick dollar. So being able to bring this opportunity to downtown Escanaba, I think, is really going to benefit our local community. Being able to offer your everyday essentials at a fraction of the cost of retail stores.
The soft opening for Jen's Gems by Peach Discount Variety Outlet takes place from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Last night, the Marquette Regional History Center held one of its most popular fundraising events at Kaufman Auditorium. And Legends of Lower Part 2 is the creation of local historians Jack Dio and Jim Koski. You may have heard of them. Last night's show focused on 11 different stories about a variety of topics. A slideshow included images from Dio's vast collection of historical photos. The event sold out quickly with over 800 fans of history in attendance.
People have started to realize that the city has changed dramatically 4 or 5 different times in the 176 years since it was founded. And if we can tell some of the stories and let people know what Marquette was like 2 or 3 generations ago, then I guess we're doing our job.
All proceeds from last night's show will go to maintaining the History Center. Mike Ludlam has your high school sports highlights. When we come back, he breaks down what happened in tonight's matchup between Ishpeming and Munising boys basketball after this.
It's one of our biggest sales of the whole year. Get this stylish sofa for just $295. Wow! Get up to 60% off list prices during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Relax with this reclining sofa for just $495. Gather round this 7-piece dining set, just $499. The sleek sofa for just $548. You'll get the best deals, like this comfy recliner for just $344. And free shipping. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Absolutely the best time to buy.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now with Skyrizi, I'm all in. Thanks to Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many even achieved 100% clear skin. Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today.
Sure, we've got more all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else. We've also got the 5 brothers who made their mark on and off the road for over 60 years. Like the new adventure-seeking Tacoma, the best-selling truck in its class for the past 20 years. Now, during truck and all-wheel drive season, get 4.99 APR financing on a new Tacoma. Or lease a new 24 Tacoma SR5 for $309 a month with 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get yourself Toyota ready. Toyota, let's go places.
At Household Appliance, we know how a house becomes a home. We know that an oven is just an oven, until the house is filled with the smell of Mom's fresh-baked cookies. A bed is just a bed, until it's the safest place from the monster in the closet. A patio is just a patio, until Uncle Joe makes his famous barbecue ribs. At Household Appliance, we make your house comfortable with the best in home furnishings and appliances. And you? Well, you make your house a home.
Good evening, everyone. We start with college hockey, and for a very logical reason. No, Lake Superior State has the weekend off, but NMU and Michigan Tech are on the ice. The first of the home-and-home series starts at the McGinnis Student Ice Arena. First period we go. Scramble in front of the net. Max Kaskaperti will get the assist as Isaac Gordon puts it in right there at 15:31. Tech led 1-0 after 20 minutes. We move to the second. Ryland Brown and Kaskaperti at it again, and Elias Janssen will hit that one in from the far side. That one's good at 11:47. Huskies up by a pair. NMU gets going, though, on a bit of a break. Graydon Slipback will slip that one in. Assist going to Jakob Altrichter and Nicholas Ardanez, and it's 2-1 Huskies. Then, even strength again for Northern in the third. Slipback will score again at 7:05. Assists go to Elf Richter and Aiden Hutchinson. We are tied at 2. But on the power play, about 6.5 minutes later, Janssen would score again. And that would give Michigan Tech a 3-2 lead, and they hang on to win by the count of 3-2. To the hockey scoreboard, or, well, Merry Christmas. Ferris State defeats Minnesota State 2-0. Gee, I think that's the third straight Friday the Mavericks have lost. And Augustana upends Bowling Green 1-0 in overtime. Let's go to the Big Ten, where the Spartans really took somebody to the woodshed in East Lansing and beat up on Minnesota 9-3. And Wisconsin was down 4-3, but came back to beat Michigan 5-4. High school, we have more. Marquette was playing really well against Heartland, but all of a sudden the game got away in the third period. 6-1 Eagles. Manistee and Gladwin play to a tie at 2. Now let's try to go into some basketball. A good one in Munising between the Mustangs and Terry Kinnitz against Ishpeming. Late second quarter, Zach Lindquist grabs the rebound. He will get the ball ahead to Nolan Connaughton. He will get the layup, and the Mustangs had a 39-19 lead at the half. Fourth quarter, Ishpeming's Caden Luma dribbles, gets in position, fires a three. Yes, he had 25 points. Ishpeming trails 46-40. Hematites again. Grady Gauthier under the hoop to John Wheeler for 2. He was in low double figures. Ishpeming down 47-44. Munising responds. Trevor Nolan, 1 against the world. Yes, that one goes in on the floater, 49-44. He had 23 points. Mustangs made free throws. Luma will drag, let's call that a logo triple right there. But Munising still led 55-49, and Mustangs hang on to win 57-49 over Ishpeming. Good ball game in Eldrick County. Let's go to Negaunee, where the Miners were entertaining the Emeralds of Manistee. And it was a good first quarter for the Miners, as Jordan Gannett gets the ball to Kyle Waterman for an easy layup and an early lead. Next, for the Mains in Blue, Ty Jacobson anticipates a pass during the Negaunee press, intercepts, drives in for the easy 2, 8-0 Maize and Blue. Good perimeter passing next, as Baron Heslip will get it to Jordan Gannett for 3. It's 11-0 Negaunee halfway through the first quarter, and not much let up yet, much to the chagrin of Emeralds coach Cody Kangas. Jacobson with the ball to Waterman, to Baron Heslip, right there for 3. Miners were up 19-0 after 8 minutes. Second quarter for Manistee. Gavin Jackson misses a jumper for the green and white, gets the rebound, bounces the pass to Blake Mason, and a 6'5" kid puts it in. But Negaunee was the superior team on this night, winning by the count of 75-31. Let us go to a scoreboard. Thank you very much. Menominee over Gladstone, 71-47. We didn't get the Marquette score, but I'm pretty sure they did beat Sault Ste. Marie because they beat them by like 60-something the first time. Elsewhere on the board, did not hear from Superior Central and Rapid River. North Dickinson, 70. Mid-Peninsula, 26. It was Forest Park, 85. Kearney Nato, 46. A little bit of an upset in the Western UP. Baraga tops Ironwood, 58-57. Dollar Bay, 10 better than Bessemer, 53-43. Calumet trips up Chassel, 68-42. Okay, just keep on going, thank you. Ontonagon, a bucket better than Lott, 69-67. Ewan Trout Creek, 25 better than Hancock, 71-46. It is Brimley, 64, Engadine, 21. Pickford over Newberry, 73-54. Rudyard, 2 better than Cedarville Detour, 54-52. Hannahville, 92. Maplewood Baptist, 79. Oh, those small schools and small baskets, you can get some high scores there. Did not hear from the last 2. Let us go to girls basketball now, as Westwood was hosting Ishpeming. We'll pick this up in the third quarter off the miss. Ishpeming's Peyton Cochran hustles to get the rebound, flips that one up and in, and that ties the score at 20. On the inbound pass, Isabella Martin to Lexi Olsen for 3. Patriots regained the lead. Olsen had 15 points and signed a national letter of intent to continue her track and field career at NMU. For the Patriots, Janessa Eagle will find Maya Hemmer, drives, Eurostep scores. She had 12. Patriots miss an attempt, get a rebound, and Elisa Doney's going to get this one. However, in overtime, your winner is Ishpeming, 45-41. To the scoreboard, I got West Iron County and Gwinn, don't I? Yes, I do, and we can go to that right now. West Iron County is going to get a basket here by Rowan Fizzer. Gwinn will sneak one in just before the end of the first quarter, as Michaela Delmont will get the inbound pass and score. Gwinn goes on to win this one 45-30. We'll catch up on more scores when we come back.
Attention families with a loved one in a nursing home. If your loved one has suffered from bed sores, falls, broken bones, dehydration, or even death, you may be entitled to a substantial settlement. If you have a loved one who is injured in a nursing home, we will find out what happened. State violations are found against nursing homes every day. You have a limited time to file your claim, so don't wait. Call 800-261-0666 and speak with one of our attorneys. The call is confidential and free.
New Sunday. Wow! Colbert's got a special post-AFC Late Show with Deion Sanders.
I just wish you were comfortable in the spotlight.
CBS Sunday.
For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in. Sign up. It's easy. Go to UpersUnited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV19.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Dog that.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
All in the Family. Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. And here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free. That's right, buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. Call today and start transforming your home with the Window Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings. Only at the Window Store.
As we head toward the balance of tonight, we're going to have mostly cloudy skies, some light snow around here and there, mainly lake effect areas, not so much here in Marquette. Temperatures right now in the teens, and that's where they will stay. They'll hold steady for the balance of the night. Might even uptick about 2 or 3 between now and daybreak on Saturday. Then for Saturday itself, we'll try to get to freezing. We'll get close. Here in Marquette, we'll be around freezing. Not much snow here. Front, though, will go through. Little lake effect late in the day. Could give some, maybe some decent snow. Eagle Harbor into Lawns by late in the day. But for Marquette here, just a few passing snow showers and not a lot expected here. But it will get colder on Sunday in the wake of a frontal passage. So you can see we go up and down, 31, 24, 34 on Monday, back into the 20s Tuesday, teens on Wednesday, 20s Thursday, and back to near 30 by Friday. A real roller coaster ride, but we're hopeful to see milder temperatures as we head toward the month of February.
Tom, thanks again. And Mike, I know you always have something extra for us.
Well, we do in this case. Girls basketball, Calumet over Escanaba 50-40. Forest Park gets 32 from Elsie Williams, defeating Barker over Harris 70-48. Negaunee easily over Iron Mountain 67-28. Houghton 51, Kingsford 43. Marquette girls needed double overtime before defeating Menominee 54-46. Pickford 47, Inland Lakes 46. I think that gets all of those in. In the Big Ten, Purdue over Michigan, and rather big at Mackey Arena tonight, 91-64. Don't forget, we have playoff football right here on WZMQ 19 on Sunday as Buffalo visits Kansas City. That one begins at about 6:30 Eastern Time.
Should be a good one. Thanks a lot, Mike, and we'll see you on Monday.
It's the final week of the Kirkish Furniture January clearance sale. Hurry in for the best selection. Savings end soon. Furniture, mattresses, appliances, and flooring. Shop Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale